Hey everybody, this is Master Keg here, and this is another Overwatch discussion video. Unfortunately, I didn't have any footage to actually put together a funny video, but that'll be next week. This video is obviously about, if you can tell by the title, what everybody's been talking about in the last few weeks ever since the Overwatch anniversary event started. Is the problem with loot boxes, duplicate skins, and the cost of legendaries. And the fact that they put so many emotes and new voice lines into this that a lot of people want everything in this event. The issue is that the biggest issue that people are realizing is the kickback that you get for legendary skins, while the price of legendary skins is still extremely and stupidly high. For example, if you can see in the footage in the background much later on, you'll see that I get the Blackwatch McCree skin 3 times in a row. 3 times. Not in a row, just 3 times in like this span of like 10 boxes. And that skin costs 3,000 credits to buy in game. While the kickback I get from getting the duplicate twice was 200 credits. So getting that twice, I still don't have a fourth of what I need to buy that legendary skin. That's a ridiculously small amount compared to what the thing actually cost. And rather it be an event legendary or just a normal legendary, you don't get enough to buy even a legendary skin. You have enough to buy like emotes and voice lines. And that's why this event is the most expensive, is because this event has the most legendary skins out of all the other events combined. I will not combine, I'm pretty sure combined they still have more. But this one has, I think, 14 legendary skins, because a lot of new characters got them, as well as every single character getting a dance emote, and every single character getting voice lines and sprays. Not many people care about the voice lines or sprays at this point. The most people want are emotes and skins pretty much. And the skins for this event cost 3,000, like they have ever since they started letting us pay for them, while the emotes I believe cost 750. So, and people have already done the math, that cost over 56,000 credits to buy everything in this event. If you take out the voice lines, it's still a pretty hefty amount. So the issue is that Blizzard has realized that maybe we shouldn't have tossed so much into this, or maybe we should just kick back, because they've been responding to people on Reddit, Twitter, trying to come up with their way to fix this, because especially the dance emotes, those are the things that shouldn't be tied to this event, because they are, unfortunately. If you look at the little icon next to the dance emote, it has the little anniversary symbol, meaning that it's strictly for the anniversary. And I don't know if Blizzard will be releasing those to be part of normal loot boxes, because if they are, that'll also help maintain people getting the dance emotes later in loot boxes. But the skins are still going to be an issue, because there's 14 skins I believe, and each one costs 3,000. And the kickback you get from getting a duplicate legendary skin, whether it be an event one or just one that you get, just an old one, as you can see by the footage in the background as well, I got a legendary skin, but guess what, it was one of the old McCree ones that I didn't want. So there are ways I think they can fix this, but I doubt that they're going to actually incorporate this. But these are just things that I have come up with in my head that'll allow people to get the legendary skins that they want, get the dance emotes that they want. And number one is to change how many items from the event are mandatory in every loot box. A while ago, Blizzard, when the first event came out, they said that every single loot box that you open will have at least one event item in it. For example, in the Halloween event, you could get and every event so far, there will definitely be one item from that event specifically that will be guaranteed to be in those loot boxes. Whether it be voice line, it can range from voice line to spray to emote to skin. Which, yes, it helps you a little bit, but it's not enough to get everything you want from these events. Like, for example, during the Junkenstein's Revenge event, I only got the Mercy skin out of all these legendary skins, and even though I don't play Mercy, I wanted the Reaper skin at the time because I mained Reaper at the time, and the Junkrat skin because I still main Junkrat. Me, out of all my friends, the one I play Junkrat the most, and I don't get the Junkrat skin. So you can say that was a little heartbreaking, and I have to wait again until this Halloween to have a chance to get it again. But even then, by then, I'll probably have enough credits to buy it straight out. And it just sucks overall, because they put so much effort into this, and people see everything that they want. They do so much amazing stuff. Heck, the Lucio skin for this event, it changes his music to jazz and swing. It's freaking amazing. And and one of them is to sorry, I'm getting off track here. One of the ways that they could probably fix this is, number one, make it mandatory that at least 2 items from the event get dropped. Not just 1, 2 mandatory items from the event will get dropped in every loot box. Yes, you may get that every now and then anyway, but the code literally says it's mandatory for at least 1, which means that you could get 1. Like I've opened loot boxes with 1 spray in it before from the event. Everything else was old stuff that I did not really care for because I could get that later on, which sucks. But they can make it mandatory for 2 for the event, which means that no matter what you do, you'll always get 2 event things, which means that that means you have to open slightly less loot boxes to have a chance to get what you want. But that still leaves the issue of getting a duplicate of the same thing. And number 2 is to lower the possibility of getting a duplicate event item, which means that I don't mean like lower it dramatically, but just lower it enough so that it makes sense for the event specifically. For example, the anniversary event, they can turn on some type of code, or they can add something that'll be like, okay, for this event, every single loot box has mandatory 2 event items in it, but it also has to what did I say? But it also has to be the amount of duplicates for the event will be lowered just slightly. You can still get them, but the chances will be lowered just slightly enough to where you can possibly get the possibility of getting stuff that you want is much higher. While then the third idea I had was to, as the event goes on and it nears the end of the event, is just to slightly raise the chances of getting high quality event items. For example, during this event lasts, I believe, 3 weeks. The first week, everything's normal, mandatory 2 items, chances of getting duplicates lowered. But when it gets to the next week, the chances of getting event items goes up a little bit. The event goes up. The event legendaries go up a little bit. And then on the last week, they change it again just to up it a little bit, so that while you're cramming to fit that last week of playing in to grind loot boxes or buy loot boxes, because I know for a fact that I don't have the time to play the game enough to earn loot boxes, and also it just kind of forces me to level up instead of just playing. Kind of forces me just to join games to level up, and because of loot boxes being limited in the arcade, I can't play that enough. In it gives you 6 days to earn 3 loot boxes, so I'm gonna have to buy some regardless, unless I play in a group and we grind out level upon level upon level, which kind of sucks because I don't like my skill, my playing level from how much I play being shown of being, because unfortunately it's representative of your skill to some people still. So during that last week, I should be able to buy 50 loot boxes and be able to get mostly everything I want, but also have enough credits. The fourth option, which they probably will end up doing, is to up the price of up the kickback you get from skins and voice lines and things like that. For example, a legendary skin, they'll probably up the kickback that you'll get from that from the 200. I would say for event skins, probably like 1,000. So you can at least afford a regular legendary skin. And then for regular legendary skins that are always in the game, make the kickback like 750. Like, just increasing that by any amount. Heck, they have to make a huge jump to make up for the amount of skins that they put into the game. And as well as dance emotes, because I'm not going to be able to afford all the dance emotes that I want, because I really want every single dance emote that's in this game right now, even though I don't play some of these characters. But for example, in Mystery Duel, I've been playing that a lot more recently, and it would be amazing to just straight up be able to dance whenever I have a victory. It's just fun to see all the dances because they're all pretty good. So I hope Blizzard does make changes to the events things to the loot boxes before the event ends, because people like me, we don't have a lot of money to throw around to just buy hundreds upon hundreds of loot boxes. At most, I'll probably be able to buy 50 and then hopefully pray that I get the skins and the emotes that I want. But like I said, like one of my ideas was during the last week of the event to up the possibility of getting stuff from the event and not have them be duplicates. Is to lower the duplicate chance and to up the amount of skins, emotes, and stuff you can get in the loot boxes. Well, I hope that Blizzard really does do something about this, mostly because the dance emotes. The dance emotes are the biggest thing right now as well, besides the legendary skins. Legendary skins, like, yeah, people are going to have to work for it anyway, but the dance emotes should be part of the natural Overwatch, loot box. So I linked in the description of Twitter tweet that Force Gaming tweeted, #FreeTheDance, is to allow the dance emotes to be part of the regular loot box, thereby making them they'll still be special, but you won't have to try to rush to buy loot boxes and waste money to try to get all the dance emotes that you want. Then you can just focus on getting legendary skins and not have to spend money on the emotes because you can get them later. So I'll link his tweet and the tweet, and I retweeted it with #FreeTheDance and tweeted at Blizzard at Play Overwatch to make sure that they get this, because if enough people complain about it, as shown by the Roadhog hook nerfs, as well as when Junkenstein's Revenge came out, you couldn't buy any of the legendary skins. You could only get them in loot boxes. But after the outcry for it, they changed it to allow you to buy them in on the events afterwards. This allowed people to not rush too much to try to open loot boxes, but also allowed them a higher chance to get the stuff that they want. So just let me know what you guys think down in the comments, or just like the video and subscribe if you want more videos like this. If not, I do plan on having a funny video out next week. I've been having a lot of fun in Mystery Heroes with my friends, so I'm probably going to record some of that. I had the most amazing game yesterday. Did not record it. But that's all for this time, guys. See you in the next one.